Hey guys, welcome to Friday Tea and Tarot with me, Diana. Glad to have you here, and happy Friday the 13th. It is a powerful day for manifesting and realizing a lot of energy is around for creation and tapping into the Venus energy, to divine feminine energy, and realizing the true power that you have right here. All right, let's start. So as always, my question is for this Friday reading, what is my big work today? And that can mean many things to any of you. So right now, I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think about what comes to mind immediately when you think about what your big work is right now. You can put your hand on your heart to connect in and really think about that. What is your big work today? Take a couple of deep breaths. You might want to write down what you feeling, what message you got. And then I will dive into the reading and you will see some answers, some suggestions, some insights, some possible action steps that you can take from what you regard as your big work today, and how this reading reflects into that and gives you some answers, gives you some suggestions, gives you inspiration. All right, so here we go. So the first two cards are the energy that you can expand into for today. So I'm going to talk about these first two cards, and then I also drew animal cards just because they're fun and they can really pull the energy out of the tarot cards into a more specific energy for you to relate to. So we have these two cards together, which is amazing. I've been saying today is a big manifesting day. And 10 of Disc is a huge manifesting card. It is called wealth. So it doesn't necessarily always mean money, but it does mean things coming into physical form, coming into tangible form. Awesome. And then we have the Magus, or the magician. And he is a magician. He creates what he wants. So these two together, friggin' awesome, right? So the energy we're expanding into is the position of these two cards, and the energy we're expanding into is the ability to create what we want. All right, basically it, straightforward. You are a magical creator being, and you decide what you want, you can have it. The card that came up with it, and we got this card yesterday too, is Dolphin. And dolphin energy is very playful, very fun, and also very intelligent. And there's also the vibration or the energy around dolphin is very just effervescent. And I recommend to you today to hold that vibration of just being positive and joyful, and even when it's not outside, remember it inside. Hold this vibration in your spirit. The dolphin works at the spirit level. So it doesn't mean you have to be bouncing around and bubbly all day, but to remember the joy of your spirit, to remember that you are a magician and you can create the life you want, the feelings you want, the desires you want, the relationships that you want, the business that you want, all of it, you have a choice. So remember the dolphin energy. All right. So the next two cards, the position for this card is what do I need to do to go forward? Let me see if I phrase that right. I always mess up the words and then it's not clear. Yeah, what to do to move forward or into a higher level. So we got this card, which is called Debauch. And this is one of the ugliest cards in the tarot deck. It is the Seven of Cups, and as you can see, like there's this green ooze, yucky stuff coming out of the cups and dripping down into this murky, swampy mess. So debauch, I like to think of this as bad habits or the ways you wallow in your own like self-pity or negative thinking, and just that general emotional regurgitation of all your bad thoughts and into bad habits and the ways that they don't serve you. So what to get rid of going forward is these emotions that don't serve you. This being negative all the time. If you can think of the dolphin as a remedy for that. So this is what to release going forward. They could be bad habits. That can include emotional habits, ways of thinking, negative thinking, limited thinking. They could be personal habits like overeating, over shopping, over drinking, over sleeping, whatever you're doing to stop you from moving forward. It's time to let that shit go. All right. So the card for this that came up is really cool because it's the Nightingale, which I've been it's been coming up lately. And I love this little bird. I love birds, but he's like basically sitting on the world and it's dark all around him, but out of him, it's like he's singing. His voice is light and it's lighting up the world. This is about fearlessly stating your truth, fearlessly having a voice, stating what you want. The first step into manifesting or to getting what you want from these two cards is to say it. Your words are powerful. And if the words you're saying to yourself, like this card might be suggesting, if those words you're saying are negative, that's what you're going to get. So be fearless with your voice. Be fearless with your light voice. Speak light, speak truth. Say what you want. This message is really powerful and it might sound simple, but it's not. And it's super amazing. All right. The next and last position is what to get over. Like, what to get over. So this might be a block that you're thinking about or a block that comes up as you start to say what you want. You know, it's those voices that might be in your head saying why you can't have it. So the card that came up is change. And I had to think about this a little bit. It's the Two of Discs. And it's just basically saying you have to get over that for things to be different, you have to embrace change. You can't always keep mired down in all this muck. You have to choose, say what you want, and choose to allow it to happen. You have to know that when you do it, change is going to happen, and change is super scary. So you have to choose to voice what you want and know that change is coming and change is scary, but you have to do it if that's what you want. You have to get over the feeling of change being scary. You have to talk yourself out of the fear. Speak your truth, because your fear is just a warning signal. It's a little alarm that says, hey, we're going somewhere that we haven't been before. And you can just say, hey, thanks. I know it, but it's in control, and I'll know what to do if things do go wrong. So trust yourself. The animal card that came up with it is turtle. So turtles, they have a shell. They carry all their stuff in their shell. And the turtle is reminding us that as change comes up, and it might be scary, that we have all these things we've learned in our lives, all this wisdom, all of our experiences, all of it is in us, and we carry it around, and we can go and get it. We can access it whenever we need to. And to remember that we have to trust ourselves, to trust all this wisdom that we have on our back. What else did I write out for this? So you have accumulated all this wisdom, and now it's time to choose to change. It's time to maybe voice what you want, create that change, and start a new journey. So the thing about turtles is they have everything they need with them, and they take it all with them. So if you are ready to close the door on the past and all that, those debauched habits that you have, that negative thinking, that not speaking your truth, if you're ready to shut the door on that and really step into creating what you want, these things, then you can do it. So this is a powerful reading. Create the changes you want by speaking your truth, and to trust that as the changes happen, as you move into change, whatever that might be, to realize that you are a powerful creator being. You have all the wisdom that you will need or access to it in whatever situation arises, and to not be afraid to speak your truth and to go for it. I will add to remember to please access that dolphin energy of lightness and buoyancy and bubbly and intelligence, and remember it at the level of your spirit. I think that's important, that you don't have to go around, jumping out of the water and spraying everybody and laughing and going crazy. It's about at the level of spirit to know that dolphin is at your heart. Is the way you could think about it. All right, that is the reading for today. And I have a special announcement, which I'm really excited about. I have openings tomorrow, Saturday the 14th, for free sessions. I'm offering some free coaching sessions on kind of what this reading is about. If you are in that place of you know what you want, and you want it really badly, you know what it is, you know what you want, but you're really afraid to take the risk, to take the next step, to take an action to get there. If you are just so paralyzed by fear and stuck, and just you feel like this box is around you and you can't get out of it, I would love to help you do so. So I'm offering a free coaching calls. I have 2 spots open tomorrow, and I'll drop a link in the comments on a way to go to my online calendar and book that. And there will be some various options in there for you and I to sit in on a free coaching call, and we can talk about where your issue is, and we can even pull some cards to get some ideas. I can offer you some clearing Reiki energy to help release some of that fear and be able to step forward. It's a 30-minute coaching call tomorrow, Saturday. I have 2 spots open, and if you want one, click the link in my comments and go to my online calendar and schedule it right now. And if you have any questions, you can also enter those in the comments, or I would love to hear how this reading, how you're enjoying the readings. If you have other questions about what I do and how I can help you, I'd love to answer them. You can message me anytime here on Facebook, and I will see you later. Toodaloos.